Hi Michel.
Hello Samantha.
You've trained and coached many people and in many different companies around Europe. What kind of challenges are we facing in 2018?
It seems to be very clear. I think that the main challenge most companies are going to face are related to human resources.
Oh, that's a strong statement.
Yes, indeed, it is. But let's speak about the symptoms first. We see that we have a lot of stress. We have people being disengaged, people with burnouts. We have got bad team spirit in many companies. And that is the reason why things are not going so well for the time being.
And what do these wrong attitudes or behaviors trigger?
They trigger even more stress, they trigger dissatisfied customers, they trigger bad quality and certainly a very bad productivity in most companies.
But why are most companies struggling with the personnel?
You may like it or not, but we live in a financial world. There is so much pressure coming from the shareholders and from the banks. That's why many companies were focused very much on reducing costs, on optimizing their processes, their organizations, in other words, focused on lean management. And in the meantime, they have forgotten the human factor.
Has the human factor been ignored over the last decade?
Let's say differently, people were considered as a resource and not as human beings.
And what about the salaries?
Even though companies were very much focused on giving the right salaries and the fringe benefits people want, they still haven't understood what really motivates their employees once they have been paid.
And what do we need to do then in order to motivate the staff if it's not about money or tangible benefits?
We have made surveys across Europe and it seems very clear that there are three main things we have to respect. The first thing is the sense. People need to know why they get out of their bed in the morning and they need to know the purpose of their job. But most people just work for the paycheck and that's a big problem. The second thing is that people want to evolve, they want to keep on learning, but their job is just perceived as always the same and quite boring. And last but not least, autonomy becomes more and more important. People need the necessary freedom to achieve their goals and to be involved in their jobs. But today there are so many rules the employees have to comply with that they feel that they are really stuck in these organizations. That's why they feel less motivated and engaged towards the company. And
is it difficult to achieve more vision or better skills or engagement?
Actually not. What we need is the commitment of the management teams in order to achieve our goals, and then we start working on different topics through specific training and coaching and workshops, and then we see very soon that the behaviors change and that the motivation grows in these companies we coach.
Okay, thank you, Michel.
You're welcome.
Thank you.